All right. So, guys, welcome to today's interview with Gideon, who is the creator / developer of a game called World Turtles, which you are seeing on the screen right now. We have been testing this game out actually through the G-Round platform. And so if you're interested in testing this game out, I believe it's still available on G-Round right now. So go to !ground in the chat. And then you can go over to G-Round, sign up, and you can actually get a download code for this early access of the game on Steam. So just want to kind of introduce Gideon, and Gideon, tell us a little bit about you and who you are, and then we'll ask you a couple questions about how we got started with World Turtles and where it came from. But it's great to have you with us today.
Okay, thanks. I am Gideon Gribano. You don't have to say the G's like I do. I'm from South Africa. I am 42, so I've had a career. I guess I am having a career in credit risk analysis. But about 2 years ago, I saw Unity, and it was just amazing to me that you could have a program like this for free to play around with. And I started learning stuff and went through a Catapult coding's tutorial on this hex map. And then I suddenly knew that I could make something big enough to call a proper game.
Nice.
And I used it as an opportunity to learn about Unity and game development and the methods and so on. And as I kept learning, I kept adding to this one big idea, so that everything started growing and increasing and just adding onto it. And eventually I had enough to make a demo available. And yeah, since then the demo's been available. I'm slowly adding wish lists, and I'm slowly adding content to the game and improving the speed and look and sound and everything of it as I go along.
Awesome. Now let me ask you this. So that's interesting. So you were actually in a totally different industry, but you kind of had an idea and you started getting into the game development side of gaming and creation. And then where did this initial idea of like World Turtles, like this, where you could have a civilization on the back of a giant turtle in space, like where did that come from?
Okay, so I'm a huge Discworld fan, Terry Pratchett. So
Nice.
in his books, his world is on the back of a turtle, not completely like I did mine, but but it's actually it's a myth that you get all around the world in different places and times, that there are stories of the world being carried on the back of a turtle or other animals. And that's actually where Terry Pratchett got the idea. And so it was probably about 10 years ago, I just wrote a little Excel-based game, no graphics, just the logic, just to keep myself busy and play around with some Discworld themes in a game setting. And of course, I'm not allowed to make a Discworld game, fortunately and unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I had to get rid of the Discworld specific stuff.
Okay.
I mean, the thing like the world on a turtle is worldwide myth, so anybody can use it. It has been used many times by different people.
Yes.
So I thought I just cut out the Discworld specific stuff. Still keep some of the ideas and the mechanics and so on, and I'll just make something else, my own version of a Discworld.
A Discworld. Now, why would just for clarification, but how come you would not be able to make a Discworld game in and of itself? Like, what would be the
issues, basically? I mean, you could try get approval, but that would be a very long, difficult, drawn out process.
Gotcha.
And the chances of actually getting an approval from Terry Pratchett's estate is quite slim, I think.
Gotcha, because he's got the copyrights on basically that concept type of deal.
Yeah, on that whole series. There's more than 50 books, I think. Around about 50 books on the Discworld.
But the moment that you put the world on the back of a turtle, so to speak, since that is more of a kind of an ancient mythological, idea that's been around for a long time, that's where it allows you to kind of have this that's where that concept was born out of.
Yeah, it was born out of me writing that little Excel game that had the Discworld stuff in it, and this hex map leans itself to a flat map.
Yeah.
you'd have to do some mathematics to try and whack it into a round world. So
Right.
it gave me the idea to just cut off the corners of the flat map and make it as an ellipse.
I like it. That's awesome. Well, it's a very unique concept, because when I first saw the game on the G Round platform, we were like, what is this? You know, I hadn't seen it or heard about it, and I was like, this looks interesting. Kind of has a feel of the civilization building games. And so, but this concept of it being on the back of a turtle, I was like, I didn't know where that came from. I was like, man, that is so interesting. So we checked it out, and it was a lot of fun. We got stuck when we played through the first time. We got stuck
yes, I saw that.
Did you see that? Yeah, we got stuck when we couldn't build a farm, and I kind of thought it might be because maybe I used up too many resources earlier or something. But I didn't know for sure. And so anyway, I'm glad that you reached out to me and were like, hey, that's something that I've been looking into. But that's awesome. So should we, while we're talking, should I go ahead and like load in and us kind of talk through and play through the game? Let's do that.
You can play through it.
Let me play through maybe standard map. Is that the best way to do it, or the small map?
You can play small map.
Small map. Okay.
Standard map. Yeah, standard map will just have more AI.
Gotcha.
Crawling over the map, so you'd not really be able to do anything more.
Gotcha. So small map might be the best way to do it. All right, so I'm gonna load in. It's populating the world right now, and where like as we go along. So we're starting out. We've got a little village that's kind of already been established with some. Are they called peeps, or I can't remember. Meeps. That's right.
It actually comes from. I don't know if you play board games, but usually in board games they call those little pieces that you play with, they call it meeples. Which is
really?
Basically short for my people.
Oh,
which covers everything you play with. I mean, all your playing pieces you can call meeples, and I just shortened it a bit to meeps.
To meeps. I like that.
Easier to say.
That's cool. That's cool that it has a meaning behind why they're named that. Because at first I was like, well, that's an interesting name too. Like, I like the stories behind some of these things, like the decisions that you made with the game, because it all is kind of tied into some meaning. You know what I mean? So
yes.
So we have the meeps. They're kind of already established a camp here. And so our first order of business, I guess, is to start construction on something. So normally, like right now, settling and gathering are the two options we have available. And I'm assuming that gathering may be the smarter way to start out. Is that correct?
It depends. In the demo, you've got lots of resources already, so you won't really get into a situation where you don't have anything to spend.
Okay.
So, but yeah, at the start, you very quickly get to the first few buildings. As long as you just try and keep large open spaces for your farm, you should be fine.
Okay, so make sure I keep some large open spaces. So I'm gonna put a gathering, maybe let's do a wood cutting station. I'll put that over here next to the trees, perhaps. And then maybe a mining station over amongst the rocks. I'm assuming that the closer they are to their resources, the quicker they can gather there, right?
Yeah, the shorter path they need to walk. The only thing you also need to keep in mind, I've actually made it so that if a tree is next to a building or next to a road, it won't get chopped down.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what's the purpose of it not being chopped down? Just for the aesthetic look?
Originally, it was because when you chop it down, it could fall through a building that's already there.
Gotcha.
But I kind of want to have a running theme in the game that it's not just about exploiting everything you can, but also saving something, and being limited by not allowing you to just take everything that you want.
Gotcha.
So if there are trees next to buildings, you would leave them for your people to enjoy, your meeps to enjoy. Which is realistic. Like that's something that they would do in real life too, is leave some trees around buildings or things like that for the look and the feel of the overall terrain, Yes. Yeah.
So now let me ask you this. So we've got our mining camps being built, and then we have this settling option. So the settling option employs more builders. So if I build a settlement, then this is going to give me more meeps that will help build other things. Is that correct?
Yeah, you get more meeps through your capacity. If you look in the top right, the second row of icons there, you've got housing, food, appeal, and order.
Oh yes.
So you can see now that you've got no excess housing capacity left, but you are building 4.
Okay.
So you're building 2 buildings that can house 4 meeps. So as soon as those 2 are online, 4 more meeps will be joining you.
Gotcha. And the number of meeps that I have is in let's see, apprentices, number of meeps. So it's this second on the top right there.
Yeah, those are already employed in their buildings. If you go to the top left at your resources, you'll see there are 2 idle meeps available and 6 builders.
Gotcha.
All the way to the left.
All the way to the left, right there. Okay. And so
you
two
can
plus 6.
order another building, and you can order 3 builders yards, because you start off with 6 builders that have to build all your stuff for you. So the first 3 builders yards you build, those guys will go stay in there.
They'll go stay there. Okay, gotcha. And so at this point, would it be smarter for me to go with a builder's yard, or would it be smarter for me to go with more like actual like resource gatherers and that sort of thing?
Well, you can build a scout or wanderer and a builder's yard.
And a builder's yard.
The next 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a builder's yard.
You want to place at the edge of your territory because it expands the territory. You can only build in places where there is a builder close by.
So I want to put it like way over towards where the shadows are.
So look for the flags around the edge. You
flags around the edge.
Can't actually see it.
I see them right here. I see them right here. Like right down there?
Yeah, there you can see them. So if you can try pop it in there next to the flags, that's a good place.
Okay.
Put it up. There you go.
There we go. All right.
As soon as you see the white, that white is where the road would go if you would construct a road at that time. So as soon as you see the white, you know it's a place, viable place to place the building.
Gotcha. Okay. And then as far as the explorers, if I place those, do I kind of need to place those next to the flags as well?
No, they do have a range that they can explore or wander, but it doesn't have to be close to the flags, as long as you just know that they'll explore for quite a large range, but they are limited. So you'll probably build an explorer now, and then after 3 or 4 builders yards, you'll build another one further down where you've explored, to explore that area as well.
Explore that area.
Yeah, that's fine.
So right there. Okay, so we're gonna have the explorer's yard go up there. And I see these meeps joining right now. What are the joiners? Are these new people coming in?
Those are the 4 meeps. Because you have your 2 buildings completed, you now get 4 meeps from the area. So you'll meet some meeps later on, some tribal camps and so on. And at the moment in the demo, they just, as soon as you've got capacity, they join you. But there will be a limit on that as well, like a rate at which you can get new meeps, and you have to do some stuff to increase that rate, or if you've got lots of excess or appeal or whatever, that rate can increase.
Oh, very nice.
At the moment, as soon as you've got any capacity, there will be some meep joining you.
Some meep joining. Okay, and they come. They basically walk in from outside of the. It looks like they join you from like another area.
Where they came from. You'll when you explore there, you'll see that there is a tribal camp. So that's where they're coming from.
Oh, very nice. And they're joining our community basically.
Yes, so they're now becoming your meeps. They listen to what you tell them to do.
Awesome.
Instead of just wandering around the map.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. So we've got our rock mining and our tree harvesting going, and then we're building our builders camp over here. Our explorer will be next. Do I need to start the construction on something else, or wait till those are done?
As soon as the wanderer is done, you can build a farm.
Okay, gotcha.
If you want, you could. I would wait for the wanderer to explore a bit, because you could place your next 2 builders yards, which would be just use up the 4 meeps that you already have, the builders that you already have.
Okay.
But you want to place them close to the edges. So let your wanderers explore a bit first.
Gotcha. So it would be smarter just to, once we have this wanderer's yard built, we're gonna have basically more terrain unlocked, which will give us the ability to expand more. Okay, I see what you're saying.
They'll walk around. if you want to explore at a certain place, and this counts for all the buildings. If you go into a building,
Okay. Click on it there. Okay.
yeah, I think okay, so you're there. You'll see that there are different tasks. Only one is unlocked at the start, so the builder can actually just build at the moment. There's nothing else you can do.
Okay.
But you can select the area. Now, for builders, it doesn't make that much sense, but if you've got 4 or 5 buildings ordered, you can tell these 2 builders to focus on a certain area, and they would first build that building.
Oh, nice.
Closest building to that area. So you can prioritize areas, and you can also prioritize tasks when it comes online. You now just have one task, so they spend all their time on it.
On that
But
task.
if you want to explore a certain area, say you want to explore that dark area next to the builder's yard, then take you can click your Wanderer's Cabin.
Okay, the Wonders Cabin up here.
Yeah, sorry, the visuals are a bit behind the
Oh, on
audio,
okay,
but
gotcha.
yes, that one. And now you can click on that task, the 100% task,
Okay.
and then you can click on the dark area on the map to tell it that's where you need to do your exploring.
Oh, nice. So if I click over here, then the area is set, and once this gets finished, they're gonna go over there and explore it for us.
Yeah, they're gonna, once it's finished, it will explore there, and it will circle out from that point. Find the closest unexplored point from the point that you set it to work at, and it will keep exploring from there until it's out of range.
Very nice. Very nice. So if
If you want to explore a little bit in that area and then change them to another area, you need to set the area again to get them to go somewhere else.
So if I click on that and I put the area like right out here, no explore land. Oh, I've got to have like green on it somewhere. Okay, there we go.
You have to have it some green.
Okay, so some green. So I've got it set over to this area, so they're gonna actually go out and explore. And I see a little couple little meeps popped up now from the Wonders Cabin. So they're working from this one.
The other one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's now the inhabitants of that building.
Of that building. Okay, gotcha. And so now that I've set this area though, are they automatically gonna walk over there here in a minute and explore it?
Yes, they're now just going to pick up their tools. They'll just be assigned to the building, and then they'll walk over to that area.
Very nice.
Now, if you click on a woodcutter now,
okay, woodcutter.
or
Let me
stonemason.
Stonemason. Let's see. I'd go back to. Is it under gathering or improving?
No, the one that you've already built.
Oh, okay, gotcha. The one over here, gotcha. Okay.
Now you'll see that there's also a task. Which one have you got? The stonemason. Okay, so there's a stonemason task, and you see that the frame of the icon is also important. That one is all green, so you've already mined so much stone that you've got all the experience that you need to upgrade.
Oh, nice.
Only for that one task.
Okay.
So in the tooltip, you'll see it tells you 100% required experience, but you haven't unlock the other tasks yet, and you need to get 100. You need to build up your experience for all 4 of the tasks. So
these right here.
Experience, and then you can upgrade the building.
Okay. Oh,
and
I see.
Those other tasks get unlocked. The bottom 2 are research and leisure, and you unlock them by building those hubs. And that one just got unlocked now. You saw the icon appear.
Yes.
If you want to know why, just click on that question mark at the right center. That gives you the overview.
The right center. Oh, this one right here. Okay. Oh, nice.
And there you'll see all the tasks that are unlocked per building that you have already constructed, and you can see how far along you are for the second task of the building. So stonemasons have unlocked. They are quite close to their rock, so they were able to work faster, and they got more experience quicker than the woodcutters. But the woodcutters are almost there, and you can see what the next task is going to be: planting trees. If you hover over that,
plant trees.
And for the builders, it's going to be constructing roads, and for the wanderers, it's going to be surveying certain points of interest that unlocks stuff for you.
Nice. So anytime you click on the question mark, it's going to show you kind of how far along on the tasks your current meeps are. Until that, like this one, the clear sharp heaps just unlocked, so that one's fully unlocked now.
Yes, now you have 2 tasks for your stonemasons.
So now if I open this, I was gonna say, if I open up the stonemason's cabin again, do I need to click on the clear sharp heaps, or just leave that leave it where it's at?
If you don't set an area, they just look for the closest to their building.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
they'll only spend 20% of their, not really time, but each time they come to the hut, they choose a new task, and now they've got a 20% chance of choosing a clear shards task. So maybe make that 60-40 or something like that, so you just get some more experience in clearing.
How do I
scroll?
Oh, scroll. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
Scroll goes up and down in 10%, and holding control makes it 1%. So if you want to really be exact, you can hold control to scroll.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, awesome. So we could do like a 60-40 split from harvesting
Yes,
rocks.
and you see now they already got some experience now in the shard heaps, so somebody brought some shards back.
Awesome.
I think both of them bought one back.
One back.
So the idea with the shards is that I need a way to limit how many meeps you can have, and these are basically your tools. So you need let's say two shards for a woodcutter or a stonemason, and this is basically just the hard, sharp, irregular kind of pieces of rock that breaks off from the rock that you use for construction.
Gotcha. Now,
And they use that for their tools to start off with, and then later on you're going to have an alchemist that gives you metals out of the rock, and then that will improve your tools and allow your buildings to upgrade with improved tools.
very nice. Okay. And is on the left hand side, is this basically, this is the number of resources I've gathered from those particular tasks? So like over here when it says 73 shards, I know that so far every time that number goes up, one of the meeps selected when they came back to the stonemason's cabin, they selected to go and collect shards, and that's why that number is going up, right?
Yes.
Okay. Awesome.
But you started off with plenty, so you won't deplete it.
We're not, not depleted. Okay. So now, do I need to? I guess at this point, I can improve buildings, or I can let's see. I can improve buildings. I can do more gathering or settling. Should I?
You actually need a farm now. If you look at the top right again, you'll see that you've got 2 excess housing capacity, 0 excess food or supply capacity, and then you've got 6 of appeal and order. So no meeps will be joining you until you get more food.
More food. Okay, gotcha.
So you have to plant the farm down now, and farms are actually, they take a while to get going. So if you plant down the farm, you don't suddenly have food. You first have to build the farm. Then your farmers have to plow and plant the fields, and then the crops need time to grow as well. And only when you harvest, you actually get an increase in food supply.
Okay. So I guess I need to go ahead and plant the farm now and do it on a pretty flat surface.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here.
You can even try build 2.
Try to build 2 of them? Okay.
Get it to go faster.
An unfriendly meep was spotted in the area. Do I need to do anything about that?
You can just have a look there, but just plant the farm first. You can't plant it there because it's black. It's not explored.
Oh, gotcha. That's why I had to move it up a little bit.
Fine.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So we have a farm going down, and then we should try to plant another one? Let's see.
Yeah, just so that it can go faster for now.
Let's see. Guess I can't put it there. I can put it maybe like over here.
No, I don't know if you'll have enough space.
What about like right there? There we go.
Oh, that's fine.
That's good. Okay. So we got 2 farms going. This is going to give us more food, which means we can eventually get more meeps from having more food.
Yeah. So I've made it so that placing the farm actually gives you 2 food. So just the 2 farmers can fend for themselves once you've ordered the farm for them.
Oh, nice.
So
okay.
you will get 2 food when the farm is completed, and then you'll get a lot more food after planting. So you'll see those 4 little icons or UI things that popped up on the map now at the farms.
Yes.
That's where you pick your crop that you want to plant. So if you click on one of them.
Okay. Oh, nice. So I can
you start
select
the game with access to three crops. Those are the same 3 crops that are growing next to your founder's hex. So you've basically got seeds for these crops.
Okay.
Some crops are luxury, some crops are food only. So
Okay.
if you plant corn or cabbages, that'll give you 3 food. If you plant grapes, it will give you 2 food and 1 appeal.
Oh, okay, gotcha. And the
So
appeal.
you've got a choice to make between do you want to get a lot more meeps, or do you need appeal? Do you need to get your appeal up by planting some luxury crops?
What is the appeal? What does that affect?
The appeal is meeps wanting to join your realm because you're just doing stuff right, and they've got luxuries, and they want to be part of your realm.
And so they like the area, so they want to join our community. Gotcha. So I think I'm gonna do.
Also, the first of each crop that you plant will also give you an appeal, just because you now have variety in your food.
Oh, nice. Okay. So maybe if I like select on this first one, if I do like corn for the first one, and then I go over to this one, let's see. Well, let me select. Is it gonna all be corn, or?
No, you select each one and select what to put. Just click the hex instead of the icon. So the hex under the icon.
The hex under the icon. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. So we did corn. So I already did corn on this one. Let me click this one over here. Let's do maybe maybe we'll do vines on this one. Can I do a little bit of everything? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's best to do a little bit of everything because each new crop gives you an appeal for the first one.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'll do.
So you want to spread them out. So that those 2 blue numbers that come up there, if it's blue, it means it's in production. So it's telling you that as soon as this crop is ready, that is what your capacity is going to change by.
Okay, gotcha. So now we've got 15 production, or 15 food in production
but
right
it's
now.
in production, yeah. So in a short while, you're going to get 15 food and 4 appeal, and then the meeps are going to stroll in if you've got enough houses for them, enough buildings for them.
Nice. Okay. And now housing wise, do I need to build a little bit more structure for them to stay in?
Yeah, you could build 2 more builders yards.
Okay.
Now that you've explored more of the world, and then you're gonna have 4 more capacity for them.
Okay, so we want to go out to the flags on the builder's yard. So maybe, let me see here. I guess probably like do something over here, perhaps.
Yes, top left.
Or, oh, you think top left?
Yes.
Up here. Okay, so let's go like out here. Oops. It's all, I think it's...
past the flags now.
Let's see. Oh, up here. Gotcha. You got to be inside the flags.
Yes.
Is that let's see. There we go. That'll work.
Yeah, that's perfect.
So we'll put one there, and then should I put one down further lower, perhaps?
Yeah, either to the right or the left lower. Best would be to the right if you have actually explored. Yeah, there are your line of flags. It's difficult to see because of the angle, but
it's right there.
Yeah, so right there is fine. Then you get most area out of your builder's yard.
Ah, okay. And I see how the map is opening up now. It's starting to kind of clear up a little bit. And
yeah, you could set your you could set your wanderers to now explore a bit on this side, but there's actually something more important. If you look on the map, you'll see there are some question marks to the northwest, sorry.
To the north, let's see here. Hold on. Down like on the map on the bottom. Oh, you mean like up here? I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
right up here. Okay.
And those are different crops that are scattered across the map. Now your wanderers need to survey those options or those areas, then you get more variety of crops that you can plant.
Okay.
So
I need to
just click your wanderer and let's see. Okay, it can't survey yet. It has to explore a lot first before it can survey. So you can go to the overview to see how far they are.
Okay, where's the overview?
Or you can actually just hover over the survey to see if it tells you how much experience.
You mean like the question marks?
Yeah, either they're in the building. You can hover over the second task, which is locked.
Oh, right here. Additional tasks unlocked after gaining experience.
Okay, so just go on the overview would tell you how far you are from unlocking that task.
Okay, and which one? Where's the
right on the right middle, that big question mark.
Oh, question mark. Gotcha. Okay, so let's see here. Point of interest. It says that we've got the survey points of interest unlocked.
It just unlocked.
It just unlocked. Okay.
Yeah, it just unlocked.
So now I can click on this.
It also met your first meep from another realm. So you saw an AI meep running around.
Oh, nice.
On the map.
So we've done good so far.
Yeah. Increase the surveying even more, and then tell them to go survey those 2 crops at the top left.
Okay. So do that, and then click on this, and then click on the crops up here.
Yeah, you can even make it 100% for now.
Oh, make it 100%.
Until you get the crops.
Okay, so area set. So they're gonna go hit this one first, and then I'll have to change it to the one up here in the further part of the map right there.
Yeah, you can just leave it. They'll go to the next one they can find.
Oh, nice. Okay, perfect. Your explorer has revealed a camp of unfriendly meeps. Interesting.
You can click on that message to take you there.
Okay.
Take you to the point that it's talking about.
So it's this one right here. Do they have is that a polar bear or a wolf?
Yeah. It's a polar bear.
It's a polar bear. Oh, nice.
So, this camp is actually the source of all the meeps joining you.
Okay.
There are a few of them scattered across the map, and the meeps go to the AI players as well when they have some capacity.
Interesting. Okay. Awesome.
So my idea with these are also that you can actually. I think next you should build a research hub and a leisure hub, so you can start researching and getting more buildings to construct and so on.
Okay. Let me do improving here, and then you said a leisure hub.
Yes, maybe you could even order 2. So
okay,
one in the top left and one in the bottom right, or something like that, so that everybody has one. Yeah, that's. As close to other buildings as you can, because the other buildings' meeps would need to walk there and do the research.
So if I put one like right here between these 2 places, that's
a great place.
That's a great place. And then we'll do one maybe on this side. We can do another leisure hub, maybe down, maybe like right here.
Yeah, just cover all your buildings. You can see the blue highlight on the map, which is the range for that building.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then the same for your research hub. Also, I built 2, just make it easier for them to get to them.
Make it easier. Okay. I'm gonna put one. Here. And I'm gonna put one maybe like right up here in the top corner here.
You can see in the top right. You can see the AI player. The map also highlights purple, so they've got actually a research hub there close by.
Oh, nice. Up here, this is a research hub up here.
Where you see that purple coming through.
Ah, okay. So do I need to build it further out?
Well, just build it where you want yours, because those are theirs.
Those are theirs. Okay.
They're starting to encroach. You're not going to expand in that direction because they are already there.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it maybe over here. That way we have a little bit on both sides.
I can't see where your first one is, but
the first one is right here. Yeah.
Okay, now if you now click on it, let's select a builder's yard.
Builder's yard.
Maybe even Also maybe put the game speed on twice, 2 times speed.
How do I
plus on the keyboard?
Okay.
Because there's a lot to do now, so they can go a bit faster.
So we need to do another builder's yard.
No, just click on one that you've already constructed.
Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay.
I'll see that you just missed the automatic pop-up, but you'll see that there's a research task now there already as well. So you've got building, you've got roads, constructing roads, and you've now got a research task bottom left.
Oh, okay, I see that. Gotcha.
And you also can construct a road to the Founders X, which you can order if you want.
So if I click on this, it'll order that road construction?
Yes.
Okay.
And you've increased the research priority now, so the builders will start researching the item there, which is scaffolding.
Nice. Okay.
If you go to it actually opened the overview as soon as the research hub finished, but you closed it.
Oh, did I close it?
Because you were doing other stuff. So if you just open it again,
okay, the research.
There's a lot more going on now.
All right, where did I put the? Let me see. Where did I put the research? I put it like right. Where is it?
Open the overview, the big question mark.
Oh, this one.
Right.
Okay. So
you'll see now there's a lot more icons there. I haven't populated all of it. Bottom left is the builder's yard, and there are things that you can select. Each building has its own items that it can research, that only it can research, which is the three at the bottom. And you can see at the other buildings, they also have their own little research items. It's just placeholders for now.
Okay.
So I just did the builder's yard one to show you how it will work.
Awesome. Okay.
So they will now research that scaffolding thing, and they need 4 research tasks to be completed, and then that will unlock the scaffolding, which will let you build a lookout tower. That will unlock bridge building and so on. So each little building will have a mini tree for itself, and then there will also be a realm-wide research tree, which is that turtle icon. So if you want to direct your research for this building to the realm-wide cores, then you click the turtle, and none of its specific research items will be researched.
Gotcha.
Because it's throwing its weight behind the realm instead of its own tree.
Instead of its own tree. So would that be smarter to do the turtle right now, or to leave it on like?
No, right now the turtle doesn't mean anything. You'll see that you need 10,000 research to complete it, but it's
Gotcha.
only so that you can go forever.
Gotcha.
For
gotcha.
2 hours.
For 2 hours. So leave it maybe on scaffolding, or should I go for like?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. Okay.
That's fine, and it will jump to the next one as soon as scaffolding is researched.
And is this what let's see, hold on. I guess this is the build. They're building this. This is our progress of building, right? For this builder's yard.
The extra builder's yard. That's progress. Yeah, progress bar.
How would I see the progress of the scaffolding research?
You can go into the overview.
Okay, let's see.
And just hover over the scaffolding. You can see at the top there 0 or 4.
Okay.
So 0% completed. So your builders are currently still completing their construction tasks on the buildings that you've ordered. As soon as that's done, they'll go back to the hut and decide what the next task will be. And you've got, I think, a 26% wait for the research. So every now and then, every 4th task will be a research task.
A research task. Gotcha.
Yeah. You can increase it a bit if you want, and you can also increase the road building. Otherwise, they won't complete all the entire network.
Okay, so what I should do is maybe increase. Let's see. I'll put this one at 36 and 27 for the road and for the scaffolding.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's do that. Awesome. We got 2 more joining us up here. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we gotta. Did they? Looks like they did start to unlock some of the stuff up here. I believe this one's getting closer, I guess.
Yeah, so that one also has a progress bar. You need to visit it 3 times to unlock its secrets.
Unlock its secrets. Do I need to send my people back out that way?
No, they will. Just check what they. Yeah, see, you've now. When the hubs get constructed, it resets these percentages just to make sure that there's some in all of them. Eventually it will probably not do that, but for the demo I just want to make sure that there's some weight in all 4 of them. Otherwise you're never going to get to the upgrading stage. So just increase your surveying percentage again to quite high, then they'll do more of that.
Okay, so do like 34% maybe, or maybe even 44.
Even more. It'll take it to 70 or something.
Oh, make it all the way. Okay, gotcha. We'll take it all the way up there. All right, so we'll do that. And actually, here, I'll balance it out. There we go. So we'll do 70% on survey points And then, oh, they just discovered an enemy camp up here.
Yeah.
Which I'm assuming, will these enemy camps be attacking my settlement in the future?
I'll tell you now.
Okay.
You can see there you may now construct a lookout tower because your scaffolding research has just been completed.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And if you hover over the lookout tower,
Let's see.
you can see that you need to place it between your builders' yards and the tribal camps.
Okay, between the builders' yards and the tribal camps. Let's see.
Yeah, so basically looking out over the tribal camps so you can keep an eye on them.
Okay, so I would need to put it like right out here towards the flags, maybe like over here.
Yeah, it's close. Look how close you can come to at the edge of your flags. There, you would be fine.
Okay, so like right there. So we'll put one right there to watch them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the idea with the tribal camps is that they will be unfriendly towards you, so they will be your enemies.
Okay.
But they will like steal some of your stuff or just be a nuisance.
They're gonna try to steal. They're gonna try to steal from me.
As well as you want. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
But then putting the watchtower there will decrease this, will limit this, and then my idea is, I mean, maybe it's a good time to speak about like the bigger vision is, I don't want to bring fighting into the game.
Okay.
I don't want you to conquer everybody and break everybody and be the last one standing. I want it to be more about working together and working with the people around you to get to your your aims or
your goal, basically.
The English now. Yeah, your goal. Okay. And one of the ways is that while these meeps start off as against you, and you have a lookout tower, that I want this lookout tower to eventually change into a place where you actually help these people out, because they don't have a realm, they don't have enough food, they don't have enough supplies, and so on. So you can win their favor by doing certain things for them, which will cost you some of your resources. Okay. But that will then be a way of increasing the rate at which you can gain meeps. So if you curry favor with them, more of them will join you quicker, so you can grow your realm quicker that way.
Gotcha. So that's cool.
Instead of being a lookout tower, it will become a lookout for tower.
Gotcha. So the goal is basically, if we can befriend and help out these other peoples, then they eventually will almost be absorbed into our greater community that we're building, because they'll also become friendly towards us, and we can start helping each other out. Gotcha. I like that. That's cool.
And eventually they all will join you, and they won't be a separate tribal camp anymore.
Awesome. Okay, so we have the lookout tower in place now. Do I need to do anything with the lookout tower to help advance?
You can't at the moment. It's just the tower there.
Okay.
You've actually where are your wanderers? Why are they not surveying? Can you click on the wanderer cabin, you'll see them highlighting on the map with that little yellow and red icon as well. So I think they're going now. Yeah. So
they go. Okay.
Two of them are going now. So when they're done there, they would have done the 3 tasks, and you would have another crop that you can plant at your farms.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So is there? Let's see. I would need to build another farm, or there would be one that pops up with our farms.
How the food works, or the crops, is as soon as a crop is harvested, you gain that crop's supply in terms of food supply and appeal. Okay. And then when you plant a new crop, or that holds until the next crop on that hex is harvested.
Oh, nice.
So if you had a luxury crop on there now and you harvest it and you replace it with corn, then in time the luxury will reduce and the food supply will increase. But it takes a bit of time. So I think your food just decreased by 1 now.
Should I go ahead and change my crop to corn then? Like click on the corn?
No. Since you've got one of each ordered, you're fine, because it's as varied as you can. If you want another appeal instead of another food supply, you can change something to grapes. But at the moment you've got enough appeal. You actually need more food, you've got 8 food even, you just need more housing.
Need more housing.
Because we built 2 farms at the start, we're actually quite fun. Your farm can actually be upgraded. If you,
nice.
You've just clicked it now. I think we missed the message in some way. But
it did pop up.
It usually gives you a message. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So it gives you a message to say that the farm is ready to upgrade. It did research. It did leisure. It did harvesting and tending crops and everything. There's a second task that's not unlocked in the demo, which will be like preparing provisions for long journeys. So
nice.
One of the tasks of the farmer will be to prepare these provisions, and you'll use these to send out like settlers almost to further parts of the maps to do some tasks there, but you need them to be properly stocked. But I still have to work on that. But you can upgrade the farm now. It will make it more productive by adding 2 more hexes that you can plant.
Oh, nice. So I can click on these.
A third time, then you'll have 6 hexes on each farm. So the farm will be quite productive. It can, with 2 farms, you can almost like feed 40 or 50 meeps.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
When it's going full. But at the start, you can see that it starts slowly and then it builds up as you go along, as you need it.
Gotcha.
It's not just all in from the start. So that's also a big part of the game, is that you don't place a building and have the supply straight away. You actually, everything takes a bit of time to roll in, so you have to plan ahead. If you want food in 5 minutes time, you'd have to build your farm to get it ready to plant food, and then for the food to grow and everything.
Gotcha. I like that. So and as you go along, it's not like you have to build a million different farmhouses. You can do a lot with just 1 or 2 of them.
You upgrade your farm and it gets more productive, and you can feed more meeps off it.
Awesome.
And also, you can't really see it now, but the time you see, there's a thing that says tend crops.
Let's see, where's
your farmers?
Oh yeah, 10 crops. Yeah.
So your farmers, if they are not too busy with other tasks, they will tend the crops to make the harvest bigger.
They've
got a certain amount of time to do that in, which is the critical time for the crop to be tended. If they don't do it, you miss out on that extra supply, and if they do it, you get the extra supply.
Oh, very nice. Can I put more attention on tend farm to make that go up, or does it just do it randomly?
I think you're going to miss it now because they're upgrading the farm now, so they're plowing and planting, so you're going to miss it this round.
Gotcha.
But you can say put more weight in tending, so that the chances of missing one is smaller.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But also, it seems like a lot of work now for 2 people, so you now have 4 hexes to worry about, and if you upgrade even more, you'll have 6 hexes to worry about. But what happens is, if you've got idle meeps on your founder's hex, so you've got 12 at the moment. That's not doing really anything. But as soon as the crops are ready on a farm, up to 4 of them will run to that farm and help the farmers harvest.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So that the farmers can do some of the other more important work, so they can research a bit, or they can tend the rest of the farm and so on. If you don't have spare meeps, then your farmers have to do all the work themselves, and you'll get less productive farms. Gotcha.
So it's a good thing to have idle meeps up here available to run to do tasks when they come available.
Yeah. And there will be something like this for the other buildings as well. You can see I did the farm now. The farm has got the most actions for the player to do. So you select your crops, you select the upgrade works for them. For the other buildings, the upgrade just gives you a visual upgrade. It doesn't improve anything yet, but I'll do something similar for the other buildings then as well, where you've got this progressive system that gives you a little bit more every time that you improve it.
Nice. Okay. Awesome. I like that. I like how that flows. I like the way that it continues to, kind of grow and improve, because in other games that are of this nature, as far as like building civilizations, a lot of times you have to, in order to up the advancement of that particular task, you build like multiple. So for instance, you would build like, if you have 4 farms, you would do better than 2 farms. If you had 6 farms, you do better than 3. But I like the fact that you can upgrade these and they'll do better without you having to take up a bunch of map space with extra farms and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you'll probably, if you play a big game, you'll probably need 4, maybe 5 farms. But then you can go up to, let's say, 100, 120 meeps with all the upgrades.
With all the upgrades,
There's also actually animals on the map, domesticated animals.
Okay.
I don't know if your wanderers have seen any of them yet.
And you said domesticated, so these would be different than like deer and stuff. Because I see something down here.
You
there's
see
like a
the deer walking around, but just like with the crops. There are also areas where, for instance, dogs and pigs and sheep are running around.
Oh, nice.
So if you just zoom out, see if we can see to the left. There's something. Oh, it's also a crop.
Let's see.
It's usually further away.
Gotcha.
So that one, the one there, right next to, between the 2 tribal camps in the south, there are a lot of them there. So one of them is bound to be animals.
You mean like up on these question marks?
Yeah, just go to those question marks and see if you find any animals.
I do see some pigs. I see some pigs up here. Are those pigs?
No, those are wild pigs. Those
wild
are
pigs.
Wild
oh, nice.
Boars. So you need to find another question mark on the map.
Okay, let's see.
But just like you unlock the crops by surveying that area and just learning about the crop so that you can actually use it, you'll also have the same with animals. There's another crop.
Oh, nice. So should I send my wanderers out to those question marks?
Yes.
Okay. So I should do this one. Should I?
You can even build another wanderer to the south because there's a lot of question marks there, so you can do a lot of
Oh, you're saying
there.
Build one to the south here, like down this way?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So maybe like right over here. And then okay, and then we'll be able to. There's question marks here and here.
Those ones are. If you click on one of those bottom ones, they are both animals.
Oh,
just
some cows. Okay.
Yeah. So what will happen then is when you unlock the cows, they will join your realm and they will walk to farms, and farms will be able to have this amount of cows and pigs and so on, and that would also increase their productivity.
Very nice. That's awesome. Okay. And then there's also chickens over in this area. That's cool. So I can, once this gets finished, I can send them down there and discover those 2 and bring them in. Will they gather up those chickens and bring them back to my civilization, basically?
They will just unlock them, and the chickens would walk to your founder's X, and then from there on they'll decide which farm to join.
Oh, very nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. So now I've got to wait for this guy to finish building our wanderer's cabin here. Okay. Let's this is awesome. This is fantastic. Let me ask the chat and ask them, check in with them and see if they have any questions for you.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping an eye on that at all.
Yeah, do you guys have any questions about the game for Gideon up to this point that we've been playing through? Any questions in the chat that you'd like to ask about either, the game itself, how it works, or just different things for Gideon? Let me know in the chat if you guys have anything. Zoe said, I just noticed that you're on top of a turtle. Yes, so if we zoom out, you can see that we are on the back of a turtle here. And so this world takes place on a turtle that's flying through the universe. And then over here to the sides, you can even see the little, I guess, baby turtles. One of them actually has rocks on its back. So I'm assuming that it's implying that baby turtle may eventually have a civilization that pops up on its back as well.
Yes, I don't want the turtle just to be a gimmick. The turtle will come into play, so you'll have to build up your realm, and then your negotiations with the AI and your trading and so on. And the one thing you can already do is you can construct a catapult, a huge catapult, and you'll use that catapult to fling food in front of the turtle to feed it. So your turtle is dying of what's the word? English is my second language.
Starvation.
Starvation.
Yeah.
And you need to construct a huge catapult to fling food into its mouth. So you'll fling it to the front of his head, and he'll then be able to catch it, and that way you can keep him alive. You can actually see on your farm that you can add 2 more crops there, and you can see how many crops you've got now to choose from. Since you've surveyed all those crops, you can actually now plant many different crops.
Nice. Okay, so I've got that, and then is the other farm going to do the same thing? Do I need to click on the other farm?
Yeah, you also need to upgrade it when it's ready. So I'm not sure.
Oh, it's ready. Okay, the farm. I don't think the farm. Oh, farm is. Let's see. Upgraded.
So they've just now unlocked that provision task, but it's still locked in the demo. But
okay.
Yeah, so that one is not ready yet. But also the catapult, you'll use that to if you fling the food to the left or the right of the turtle, you'll be able to change its course a little bit in space.
Oh,
so
really?
My idea is to have parts of space that you want to get to or stay away from in the longer game.
That's awesome.
And then you steer your turtle towards or away from those places by flinging this food to certain parts in space.
To certain parts. Now, how will you know where to send the turtle? Will there be like some kind of like?
Yeah, there'll be another map, a space map.
A space map.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's awesome.
That you'll also have to orientate yourself on and get the turtle to certain places.
That's awesome. So and I read on the beginning of this when the kind of little description came in that that the idea was oh, we can plant some onions. I gotta plant some onions really quick. but the idea was that you're building up a civilization so that you can ultimately kind of save the turtle and keep it alive so that your civilization can thrive and so can others. Is kind of the idea, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice.
So the idea is instead of I just want to try something different than killing everybody or getting all the conquests or all the land under your control and so on.
That's awesome. I love that. It's such a unique concept too. I like the fact that you are looking for a way to to kind of make it different, and you're expanding beyond just the map. So this is kind of the early game, but by the time this fully comes out, then there's also going to be the aspect of like steering the turtle through outer space to get it to different places, keeping it alive. So everything you're doing is for a bigger purpose of your, keeping your environment going rather than just, like you said, conquest and destroying everybody.
Yes. And my plan is also to have a campaign so that, doing all of this in one map is going to take you some time, but I want to break it up into steps for the campaign so it can teach you how to play, and you can start off with small tasks, complete those and go on to bigger tasks. And I actually also I'm thinking about how to bring in the parts that you've played before into the maps that you play later. So let's say you build a small little woodcutters village in the first campaign, first episode, and in the fourth one you get back to that little village and they now help you in this step of the campaign, and because you've built it up 4 episodes ago, you can now use it in this one and kind of help yourself, help your future self by doing the steps as you progress through them.
That is awesome. I love that. That's fantastic. I love how big your vision is for the game, because when you first play, it seems like, oh yeah, this is like a civilization building game, like similar to something that I might have played in the past. Not exactly the same, obviously, but just that kind of feel. But then when you realize how big the scope of the game is going to get, then it changes the whole entire thing. Just building a catapult to feed this giant turtle that you live on is awesome. In addition to how much everything's going to be tied in.
The catapult now, if you have unlocked.
Okay, now research. Let me try here.
Go to the overview and see if or at least put it onto a correct research.
A lathe, construction of the roads.
Yeah, you've already researched all the research items of the builder's yard, so you can actually go to the construction and select infrastructure.
Infrastructure, okay. And then build a huge... Oh, here it is. Yeah. Oh, this is cool. The big catapult. Where do I put the catapult?
See if you've put it towards the front, left or right, and wherever you should have some space there. It also takes as much space as a farm, but there should be some place where you can fit. Hold control to manually select rotation. So
nice.
Find a spot that looks fine, and then you hold control and you move the mouse around to see if it can. Just aim it towards the front left of the turtle.
The front left of the turtle. Okay, like over here.
Let me just. I'll wait for the. It's actually, it can't build now. You have to find a spot where go down left between those rocks.
Okay, like right here.
Probably a space there. You have to see that those white path. Oh, there's a white path. There you go.
Okay, so I can build that one. Okay, so we'll build the catapult there. Awesome. And then once they get finished building that, we're gonna be able to
shoot food into space.
I love it. I love it. All right, so let me. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest some more. Let's do some yams as well. Okay, there we go. Our farm just upgraded. So we get some more.
So you haven't got capsicum ordered. You can see there, those numbers at the top tell you how much do you have in stock, how much is growing on the field, and how much do you have ordered for the next round.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So you can plan ahead. You can plan ahead on how many you need short term and how many you need long term. This will also come in when you trade with the other AIs. So at the moment it's just plant at least one of everything and then you're done. But eventually you'll have to focus on some crops to obtain certain, or to get to certain aims of the game, or trade with someone who wants a certain crop from you and so on.
Yes. That's awesome. Okay, so right now we're kind of doing a more diverse farm, but in the future you're saying that like depending on what tasks you want to complete with some of these other communities, you'll have to, maybe have more onions or have more corn or strawberries or something in order to trade with them or to relate to them. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you have to plan that ahead of time, because the crop that's on there now first needs to ripen, then you harvest it, and then you plant the new crop, and then that needs to ripen. So
gotcha. I like it. Okay, so we're under construction. We just upgraded our woodcutter's cabin. We're also under construction for the catapult. Things are looking good. I see a couple of what are these, the yellow roofed farms out here? What does that mean?
Those are the AI players' buildings.
Nice.
So the AI is also building around there on the side. And you can't interact with them in any way now. You just walk around on the same map. And but they will eventually, you'll be able to trade with them, make deals with them, and also have certain tasks that you have to do with them to complete. Like for instance, building the catapult. I just have it in there now to show you how it will work. But I think the catapult should be something that all the realms build together. It's like a worldwide decision on how we're going to treat this turtle, or where we're going to take the planet next.
Right. Now, if you, so would you have to maybe at that point, would you have to like befriend, like for instance, this camp up here, they would have to become friends with you and be a part of your community in order to build the catapult? Is that what you're thinking?
Yes.
Awesome. Oh yeah, I see them. They're getting some good construction made on it here. It's about halfway done. Nice. I do like how also you have the alerts pop up across the middle of the screen, so that every time something's available or ready, you just click on it and it takes you right to that thing, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. I probably need to place it somewhere else, not there right in your face in the center. And also I'll have a way to save all the previous messages, the important ones in any case.
Nice.
To save it on a little log, so you can open up the log and you can just check, have you missed anything, or you could do because I like this the overview, like the question mark overview right here. So even if you put like another hexagon above it or something, where it was like you clicked on it and it showed you unread tasks or read tasks or things like that, Yes.
But I do like it. I actually to me it's not too bad popping up in the middle, because it's right there available to where like I notice it, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's not, I mean, for me that's not a bad place, but whatever would work out best. You could even maybe move it up a little higher. I could see that popping up right there or something.
Yeah, in the past there was quite a lot because it was just an easy way to get info to the player, but I'm trying to reduce it so that it should pop up with the important stuff and not just everything. So
Yes, yeah.
as the frequency lowers, I can actually move it up higher so that it doesn't take that much space. But at the moment, I think you can have 6 messages at the same time, which is too much eventually.
It's eventually, because then it would be a big list, like all popping up. I see what you're saying. Duke Steele said in the chat, he said, how awesome to have the skills and determination to bring your vision to life. And Big Time is in agreement with him. They're just saying how cool it is that you've been able to construct this game from the ground up. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you're the only person working on the game. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm the only one coding the game. I've got someone helping me with the sound, so he makes the sound effects for me, and I pull it into the game. I tell him what I need, how long, where it should fit in, and so he takes a copy of the game and he tests it on his side, and I put it in. And then I've got a young guy helping me with just editing some of the models. So let's say I need to take out a part of an existing asset. Unfortunately, I'm not that skilled with the blender and the art and the textures and that kind of thing. I know how it works, and I know what I want, and I know how to change what I need to change, but I can't do it all myself. But I've got these 2 guys helping me a little bit from time to time.
Gotcha. That's awesome.
Getting it all into the game and writing the algorithms and getting it to work together is I do all of that.
That's awesome. That is fantastic. Yeah, it's a huge project.
It's a lot. Yeah, it is a huge project. I'm trying to put as much time as I can into it so that actually the content just increases, and I wish I could put more into it, but I'd rather do this than the other coding I do in my career.
This is more of your fun. This is the fun hobby version of your career coding. Is that right?
It's more difficult, but it's more fun.
Yes, yeah. And of course, it's also an investment. I will say, anytime you develop a game, once you get the game to the place where you can fully launch it on Steam, is this going to be? Are you going to have a charge for the game, or is it going to be?
Yeah, I need to get enough content into it to make it to allow me to charge for it. But yes, I do want to charge for it. It's going to be, if I manage to pull it off, and I really hope I do, it is going to be quite a huge game for indie developer.
Oh yeah,
and it's actually the first game I've ever made, but because I've got the coding experience in other languages, it comes easier to me than it would just really starting to learn C# from scratch.
Right. You've got a good knowledge base to help you along, so that you're not starting from scratch and having to learn everything from the very, very bottom up.
Even though I had to learn C#, I know why things work the way they do, and what is optimal and what doesn't work that well, and so on. So
right.
It doesn't take me that long to get new stuff built in.
That's awesome.
I've actually added, the last 2 days I added a cart that can be pulled, and I couldn't use Unity's built-in physics and colliders and so on, because the thing would just hop all over the place every now and then when it hits something.
Oh really?
So I had to design a way to make it look like actual physics happening on the cart, and I got it looking quite well, and no erratic movements or bumps or anything in it. I'm quite happy with how it turned out.
That's awesome.
So I'm adding that next, so that you can have the carts that you can send to different places, and that's also going to be quite important for the tutorial / campaign, is to have that functionality of a few people walking towards a place with some carts, starting a little settlement there, and even walking back again to their hometown.
That's awesome. I love that.
So that's why I'm doing that now, is that I can start with the first maps of the campaign.
That's fantastic. And I noticed that the Catapult's been launching food out to the kind of the left of the turtle here. Is that how it's going to operate in the final game, or will you have to load the food into the Catapult?
No, you'll first have to bring food to it, load it, and so on. I just put it in there. That was the last thing I did before the Steam Next Fest. So I just wanted to show that a catapult is actually something you're gonna have. You can actually follow the piece of food, and you'll see that it turns around and comes back to the turtle's mouth, close to it. In any case.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, it launched out here. Oh, there it goes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I see it coming around up there.
So I still need to finish that, but it's already working in a way that it brings it close to the turtle, so you can just snap it up.
That is cool. That's cool. Will you put an animation where it looks like he's eating it?
Yes, I'll have to just make sure that the animation and when the food gets shot is just a line. Then it will probably work when you open, because the animation has already got an open mouth. I just need to make sure that the food then goes in when the mouth is open.
Yes, yeah, have it line up, yeah, for sure. Now, does it keep launching like over and over like this?
Yeah, you're not playing with the sound, right? But it is a bit irritating. You can just press backspace to stop it, or pause it, and backspace again to let it shoot again.
Gotcha. So if there you go. Yeah, backspace pauses it, and then you can let it shoot again. Cool. That is fantastic. Or if the turtle's going in the right direction and you want to stop it, you could stop it from launching food until. Gotcha.
Yeah, so you'll use it from time to time to make certain changes to the course that the turtle is taking.
Yes, Duke Steele said the turtle's going nom 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 right now. That's right.
Such small balls, you have to fling quite a lot of them.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot of food. This is a big old turtle. I love it. Well, the game is looking and feeling fantastic, and it's helped, especially, and I think it's a good idea that you were talking about earlier about adding a kind of a campaign that helps introduce how each of these things works, because playing through the game with you explaining kind of some of these things, like what the top right hand hexagons mean versus the left hand, and the numbers, what to click on, what the question mark does, things like that. Those things are all very helpful and make the game so much more immersive than like when I first played it and I didn't quite know what everything meant. It was kind of a learning. There's a little bit of a learning curve, but as you add those elements to the game, as you develop it and things like that, and then potentially have kind of that campaign or a tutorial or something like that, I think it's just going to continue to grow and do well. It's a fantastic concept. It really is. It's so unique. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of
Flyers Club.
No, there's not a civilization-based game that takes place on the back of a turtle until now. So at least as far as I know.
Yeah.
So I think it's fantastic, and then of course incorporating the turtle going to certain places in space and stuff just makes the game a whole new epic level of adventure. So I think it's fantastic.
I'd like to get as much as that in, but it shouldn't be just something you zoom out to now and then to see a turtle in space. It should be something you actually have in your mind the whole time of aims that you need to complete.
Yes.
High Flyers
and
Club.
I love it. I think it's fantastic. I'm looking to see. Let me make sure that we didn't miss any questions here. Eric says I like turtles. Yes, Eric, I do as well. I think it's fantastic. I love the fact that it's a huge sea turtle. Do we have any questions, guys? Because I want to be respectful. I know Gideon. It's fairly late for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 20 past 11, but I don't mind.
20 past 11. Well, we've already kept you for quite a while, so I want to make sure that we let you at least get a little rest tonight. But I want to make sure that we don't miss any questions in the chat really quick. So if anybody has any questions for Gideon or about the game or anything like that, let me know in the chat as quickly as you can. But Gideon, I want to say a huge thank you to you for coming on and kind of walking us through the game and showing us what it's about, and also giving us a little bit of your vision behind the future of the game, because I really am excited to see as you develop through this and things like that. I'll be excited to see it get closer and closer to where you want to have it, and then of course when it gets launched fully on Steam, I think that's going to be fantastic. Are you working with G Round right now on kind of potential future funding and things like that, or how's everything going there?
Yeah, G Round actually contacted me. The game won some. There was a pitch a game thing that happens every 6 months, and the sponsor of that event chose World Turtles as their favorite pick. And
oh, nice.
From there, G Round contacted me and said they'll offer me this spot at G-Round free of charge, so I can get some feedback on the game and a survey and so on. So
Awesome.
that's helping me a lot to see like a few hundred people give me feedback on what works and what they don't understand and so on. So I know where to focus my attention on in terms of tutorial, what to add to, what is well understood, what the people like, and so on.
Awesome.
And, yeah, so that will run out on 1 September, so it's still another week or so that it's that people can complete the survey and so on.
Okay.
And then I'll take all those remarks and comments and so on into account to see how to adjust or adapt the game, what to go for next, and so on.
That's awesome. I'm so glad that they reached out to you too, because I think it's a great game to bring into the G-Round ecosystem, and also for you to get that feedback and stuff from players and some of the G-Round ambassadors and stuff.
Yeah.
Because that'll like you said, that'll help kind of give a little bit of direction to where you need to focus, or things that would be helpful for people. But I think that's fantastic.
Yeah, and also there is, as part of the G-Round deal, there's also the exposure to some possible funding. I mean, I need to enter the game and the documents and everything just like everybody else. But
Right.
they have reached out to me to also take part in that, and hopefully something can come from that. But yeah, I mean this takes many hours to do, and I don't have any any guarantee that I'll ever get any reasonable amount of money from this. If I spent all of these hours doing my real job, I'd make a lot more money than the game will make. But I just love doing this, and I want to see, can I bring it out? Can I make a complete game that a few thousand people may one day play?
Oh yeah,
And,
absolutely.
If I can get the wish lists up, and I can know that it's gonna get me something back at least, then I'll keep doing it.
Oh yeah. Well, no, you're already. I mean, you're already so far along in it. I would say you're right there. And so, it does take a lot of, like you said, it takes a lot of work to develop a game, and especially with a much smaller team than some development companies have. It's just one of those things. You're kind of trying to get everything done as much as you can. You got a couple people helping, but it's come so far already that it's just a matter of time before it gets out there, and then is available on Steam. It's going to be kind of your mark in the gaming world with this first title, and maybe, who knows, maybe even lead to many more in the future. So I think it's
I'm
awesome.
quite excited, and I hope it can work out.
Yeah, I think it will. Well, Gideon, thank you so much for letting us be a part of this process with you, and I appreciate you reaching out to me about us getting to talk and kind of play through this. Because first time I played it, and I told everybody this, I said the first time I played it, because of me not being able to build a farm and things like that, I said I feel like there was things that I was missing, and so I didn't want to leave a review or anything on G-Round quite yet, because I wanted to give it another go and make sure that I had a better understanding. So this helps quite a bit in the understanding of the overall game, but also has been really, really cool to just hear your heart for the game, your passion about it. So I want to say a huge thank you again.
Thanks for hosting me. I mean, it's also I'm out of your day, and everybody watching also, thanks.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're glad to do it. And we're gonna keep up with World Turtles, and kind of see along the way. And I'm gonna be excited one day when I hear that it's getting ready to fully launch on Steam. That's gonna be super exciting.
Yeah, the demo will be available throughout, so it's not just a game round thing.
Awesome.
Anybody can tell anybody about it at any time, and the demo will be available. I think giving somebody a demo and eventually limiting certain things in the demo when I have enough to say there's more than the demo, I'll do that. But giving somebody a piece of the game to play and see whether they actually would like this is, maybe it will cost you a few sales, but I think it's the better way to go in terms of just letting people know, yes, you can play a little bit of the game, and if you think you'll like it, then buy it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
so the demo will be available throughout.
That's
I'm
awesome.
not going to stop it sometime.
So right now people can get access to it through G Round and like leave the reviews and things like that. But even after the G Round demo portion goes over, they can still go onto Steam and find World Turtles and play the demo.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. So you guys download it, try it out, check it out, see if you can get as far as we did with the Catapult and everything. Obviously I had help from the creator, so I had a little bit of an advantage to get to this point, but you guys check it out on Steam, World Turtles. You can also check it out on G Round, which I encourage you to check it out on G Round while it's there, and leave a review on G Round as well, so that you can leave any feedback for Gideon, because I'm assuming that you'll get a chance to look through all that feedback that people give you through the platform as well.
Yes.
Yeah, so leave that feedback, and you can also leave comments on Steam. You can wishlist the game. I think you can wishlist it right now, can't you?
Yes. It's the Steam page is up with a free demo, but the
Awesome.
game itself is not yet released.
Not yet released, but they can. I think
But
with
they
the
can
demo.
wishlist it.
Yes. Yeah, so you can wishlist it and help get that support, and just show that you're looking forward to the game when it does fully release, and so yeah, you guys make sure you do that. Gideon, thank you again so much for coming on and sharing with us and walking us through the game, and we'll continue to be looking forward to all the announcements coming out in the future.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Have a great rest of the evening, and I'll let you. I'm gonna let you go just so that we let you get a little bit of sleep tonight. But we really appreciate it, Gideon.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night. Have a good one. Let's go. This is awesome, you guys. This is fantastic. This is a great interview. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch any of the gameplay. What is it about exactly, and how does it work? So, Mr. Deathwish, this is basically, the concept is that the game takes place in a world that is on the back of a huge sea turtle flying through space, which has its roots in kind of the lore of different cultures throughout history that have had the idea that somehow the world was like a huge landmass on the back of some animal, right? And so it's kind of built from that concept, but it's a huge world here that takes place on the back of this turtle. You're flying through outer space, and you're building up a civilization with your little meeps, what they call meeps, that are these little people that are walking around, right? They're doing different things. They're farming, they're harvesting trees, they're mining rocks, things like that. And then there's other people within the civilization as well. You have different cultures and civilizations that you're trying to befriend. And like up here, you can see these guys right now. They're kind of adversaries or potential threats, but you're really working to build a relationship with them and become allies. You can see the construction of other like AI civilizations that are going on. And then this giant catapult is we built this catapult because what it's doing is it's flinging food. Watch it. When it flings the food, you'll see the food go up here, and the food will come back down over there. There it is. And the turtle, you're actually feeding the turtle. And so you can, in the future, when this game fully comes out, you'll be able to build up and collect resources on the back of this turtle, and then feed the turtle to help the turtle live, but also to help direct it where it goes in space. And there'll be different places throughout space that you're wanting the turtle to get to that will give different benefits to the turtle and to your civilization. It's a very, very unique and interesting game concept. And of course, there's it's very detailed because you can upgrade your farms, you can upgrade your different building stations, and even the explorers, or they call them the wanderers, people that wander around and explore the map for you. And as you can see, we've unlocked this area of the map, but as we progress, there's civilizations all around us. So there's a civilization over here that's got people building it up. You can see them. You want to kind of befriend this civilization. There's one up there. There's some people down here that you want to befriend, and explore the rest of this map until you get all of this unlocked. And then you start going through space and trying to help the turtle out as well. And so it's kind of this really cool, big, epic adventure game. It is a big turtle, isn't it, Magnificor? It is a big turtle. And the graphics look pretty good, don't they? Yeah, Zoe, the graphics look great. I love the fact that you can zoom in and like actually follow what people are doing. You can actually see what they're doing and see them working and stuff. But then you can zoom out and you can see the larger picture of what's happening on this turtle's back. And it's just a really cool concept. So we just got done interviewing the creator and main developer of the game, Gideon, and he has been putting this together as a passion project. And had this idea, so he started trying to work on it, and over the years it's built up to where it's at now. You can play this game, you can play the demo of this game on Steam. If you actually go to !ground in the chat, go to the G-Round platform, you can play this game through G-Round. You can leave a review for Gideon, let him know things that you liked, things that you thought would be good suggestions, things like that. And then this is also available on Steam, so even after it goes off the G-Round platform, you can continue to play and test out the game through the Steam demo that he's got uploaded. And then the full game will release in the future when it gets to that place where it's ready. But it's fantastic. Definitely a very weird and interesting type of game form. Yes, yeah. Forever. It's a great huge epic adventure, and just can continue to go and go and go. And so it's very, very interesting. Britt, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Great to see you today. How are you? I love it. He said check it out. Did you say that the demo is going to be available, correct? Do you know for how long? The demo will be forever, like available forever. Like there'll be a demo version of the game as Gideon develops and things like that. But then also when the full game releases, you'll still be able to play the demo, and you get to different places in the demo where if you would like to play the full game, obviously you'd want to purchase the game, but you'll be allowed to play the demo so that you can test out the game and see if you're interested in purchasing it and playing it more in the future and going further in the game. The Wanderers were unable to find unexplored terrain. Interesting. We might have to get them to expand out a little bit. You can see all of the different civilizations that are around us here too. That's pretty crazy. But anyway, with that being said, yeah, love the game. Check it out, you guys. !ground in the chat. Go download it. Make sure that you get a chance to play it and leave some feedback, and then you can continue to enjoy it as it's in development through Steam. I have so many questions. Why is there a turtle? Is the turtle on the Earth, or is the Earth a turtle? Does this prove the Earth is flat? Well, the Earth in this game does take place on the back of a turtle. Does it prove that the Earth is flat? Well, definitely in the world of turtles, it does. It is a fun concept though, and I love the fact that it's just not a flat Earth civilization game. It is literally the back of a turtle, which is so unique. I love that. So yeah, dude, I love you too, Magnificor, bro. I'm telling you, this game is awesome. It's a lot of fun. It's very, very unique, and I like the fact that as we've been building, and obviously I had help because I had the creator himself telling me how I should kind of strategize to go about it. But I love the fact that as you build your civilization, right, you're being strategic in planting things, building things. And you can see the roads start to form, the meeps start to take the roads, they're working hard. You get more and more people living in your town. It's just such a cool concept, and you could really just continue to build this out and try to reach out. And as he develops the game and as it grows, Wanderer unable to find survey points, setting task priority to 0. So there's no survey points that he can go explore now. Interesting. We'll have to expand. What we need to do is actually expand our territory, it looks like. But anyway, that being said, it's a fantastic game, and I highly recommend you guys check it out. But yeah, it's great. Matt, what's up, man? Hope everyone's day has been fantastic. So far, it's been fantastic, Matt. We just had a great interview with the creator of this game, and we got a lot of stuff we're doing this afternoon. But I am going to go ahead and end our recording. If you're watching this on YouTube, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, of course, hit that like button to help get this video out to more people, and of course the subscribe button and the notification bell to see when content like this goes live. You can find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Eagle Garrett. I stream all throughout the week, so we'd love to have you over in the community with us. Swing on by there. We also have a Discord community of over 21,000 people at discord.gg/flock, so jump over there with us. And I'm on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all those kinds of places. So links for everything in the description of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, really appreciate y'all. With that being said, rock on, peace out, God bless, and last but not least, cacao!